Hello, greetings everyone. I wanted to do an update to my video that I did for African ancestry where I found my African affiliation. So for me, learning that I was Balanta, that I am a Balanta is mind blowing. It's mind blowing because one, I've been to Africa before twice, never even thought I may be from that region. And then two, it's just a whole new everything to learn. I'm familiar with other parts of Africa, other cultures, other languages, even, but I know absolutely nothing of the Balanta other than that there was a dance that I've seen that was called Balanta or Balant. I'm not even sure if it was if that's the correct name or not, but I know so little, and I consider myself a ardent student of African history and culture, but I know nothing of the Balanta, so I'm going to need to go there in person. There's not a lot online. There's not even a lot of books about Balanta people, so we need to find out what kind of resources are available so that we could learn more. In my last video, I said that I was really surprised because I was under the impression that I was part of the Akan or the Yoruba people. It's kind of interesting because those are the ones that we hear about the most in the West and in the diaspora. We hear a lot about the Akan, we hear a lot about the Yoruba, but we don't hear a lot about some of the other groups that we are taken from in Africa. So I was thinking about why did I think I was Akan? Why did I think I was Yoruba? I guess it's because it's what we know the most about and what we're familiar with. Me, myself, I've lived in Ghana before in the early '90s. I also went back for another trip in 1997. So I haven't been there in a long time. But when I was there, I saw people who looked like me, people who act like me. And there was even one occasion when had returned from that trip and I was back in St. Louis. I was headed to a friend's house with my wife. And when we were going into the house, we met another guy who was coming out who looked just like me. I mean, like everything about my features, my face. He had my face basically, but was darker skin. And we just kind of looked at each other like, wow, who are you? So we introduced ourselves and I asked him if he was from the Fanti people in Ghana, and he said that he was. And he asked me if I was Fanti, and I said, I don't know. But we do look similar. So that's kind of tripped out that I thought that I was Akan. I thought I might have also possibly been Yoruba, but nope. Far from that, I am Balanta. I am from the Balanta people, Balanta Brasa of Guinea-Bissau. And I'm going to be learning my language, I'm going to be learning my culture, I'm going to be learning my religion, I'm going to learn everything that they took from me. I'm getting it all back. I'm going to give it back. I'm going to bring it back to my family and restore what was broken, fix what was broken, reconnect what was disconnected. So I'll be returning soon at some point to Guinea-Bissau to make a trip to learn more, to work on things like naturalization, work on things like land acquisition, and creating a place for our people in the diaspora to return to as we continue to move home. I learned that the Balanta people were the primary supporters of the PAIGC in Guinea-Bissau, which is the political party that was headed by Baba Amilcar Cabral, which is one of the greatest leaders of Guinea-Bissau, one of the greatest Pan-African leaders of our time. He led the armed revolution against the Portuguese during the liberation struggle for Guinea-Bissau. And the Balanta people joined the PAIGC in large numbers to support the efforts towards freedom. So I'm proud that that is a part of my people's history as well. I learned that the Balanta people have many different dances. They have dances within dances, cultures within cultures. It's extremely interesting and there's a lot to learn about just Balanta dance and culture and rhythms alone. African Tigress, if you haven't checked out African Tigress on YouTube, she's a YouTuber from Kenya, and she's been traveling all over the continent, showing us what each country is like and what kind of sites there are to see in each country, how African culture operates in the countries. And she has been in Guinea-Bissau for the past 2 weeks, traveling around with another YouTuber out of UK named Timdri World, and they've shown me what the countryside in Guinea-Bissau looks like. It's beautiful, very lush, very green. A lot of Guinea-Bissau is on the coastline, so they visited a lot of different beaches, and you can see the Atlantic out in the distance. There's a lot of islands around Guinea-Bissau. There's an archipelago. I don't know how to say that word correctly. I think it's archipelago, a collection of islands near the coast. And from what I know, those islands are home to the Bijago people or the Jago people. So I'm learning that Bijago are neighbors with Balanta, and we're all very closely related, close, tightly knit groups. The resources that have been provided by Brother Arasa Malik or Arasa Tichina. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Arasa Tichina. Brother Arasa is making some dope videos about Balanta culture. He has really taken things to the next level by offering language lessons on YouTube. He's generated a book series for people to learn Balanta, and the brother is really doing a great job of conveying Balanta culture to the public. So that's another great resource. If you've learned that you're Balanta, you may want to check out, you should check out Arasa Malik.